Let's talk about the final year of GTA 5 Online. As we all know, Rockstar has announced GTA 6 is coming fall of this year. But what is going to happen between now and then? What do we have to look forward to this year? What is it going to look like for GTA fans? What content do we have that's coming that we know about? And what can we expect about future DLCs? And what is GTA 6 going to look like? And all of that information here in this video. So the first thing I wanted to mention is I don't think GTA Online or GTA 5 Online is going anywhere. I think it's going to be available to play for years to come, maybe even a decade to come. But there is going to be a lot of changes that we've already seen start to happen over the last couple of years. So what do I mean by that? Now, if you've been a fan of GTA Online for a while now, maybe you've played it since launch and you've been playing GTA Online for 11 years. You will have seen how it has changed. It has got so dramatically different, I would say. 100% since it was launched. We have new businesses, we have new cars, we have new buildings to purchase. We've had a map expansion with the Cayo Perico heist that is a new place and new areas for us to explore. And that is what has made GTA Online stand the test of time. It's the reason it's been relevant for 10 years. With constant weekly updates and multiple DLCs each year, they just found a way to keep us in the game and keep us excited year after year. But over the last few years, if you've been playing for a while, you'll notice there's been a lot of recycled content that we've seen in the game before that has just been reskinned and repurposed and then given to us as DLC content. But this isn't surprising if you understand why, right? If you've been playing this game and you're one of those people that's like, oh my God, we had the Cayo Perico heist that was new and exciting. We had the arcade and the Diamond Casino heist. It was new and innovative, and it was just such cool stuff at that time. Well, this is all because they were trying to keep this game alive, which is what they have done a very good job at. But now we have the new release of GTA 6 literally right around the corner. So over the past few years, if they've come up with some cool ideas, some groundbreaking ideas, some map expansions, anything like that, that is all going to GTA 6. Because they want to release this brand new game with all of these cool new ideas. They don't want to put it in GTA 5 because when GTA 6 comes out, what are they going to have for that game? So in 2023, we got the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC. Now again, this wasn't anything groundbreaking. The missions were okay, but they weren't anything new. The best thing that came out of that DLC, in my opinion, is they buffed the hangar. They made the hangar so you could do sail missions and source missions by ground vehicles instead of air vehicles, which just made the hangar better. It was a quality of life improvement as well as that little DLC. Also in 2023, we had the Chop Shop update. Now, this was something new, right? Being able to use a tow truck, being able to just go and do something that is basic as a tow truck is something that people have been talking about in this game for years. And now we have it. But as well as that, we obviously got the robberies with the Chop Shop contract, the salvage yard robberies. Some people like them, some people hate them. I enjoyed the robberies. I'm sure nobody would say the robberies aren't fun, but it was just the timing, right? You could only do them once a week. But that was 2023. And then this past year, we had the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC. Not only did this introduce bounty hunting, which again is something that people have talked about, which is a cool addition, but we also had a quality of life improvements. They increased some pays on things, but they also introduced vigilante work. This is something, again, people have been asking for. They've given it to us. Nothing that's like groundbreaking, but it's just things we've already been asking for that they gave to us. And then we had the latest one, the Agents of Sabotage DLC. And again, nothing quite groundbreaking about this DLC. It's not necessarily there's new exciting things that they brought to us. It's just kind of repurposed content. I do enjoy the Agent Sabotage DLC. I like the FIB files. But again, these files, these missions aren't anything exciting and new. It's just the way that they're doing them that has changed. Which brings me to my next point, which is why these past DLCs haven't really been that great. So what I personally think they're doing right now, with the last few DLCs, last minute add-ons they've been doing, I think they're getting ready for GTA 6 in the sense that they're testing out little things. With the taxi businesses, with like tow trucks, with things like vigilante work and bounty hunting. All of these things I think that they want to put in GTA 6. They're going to have in GTA 6. But I think GTA 5 Online right now is a testing site. They're literally putting things in and seeing how the audience reacts to it, whether that's good or bad. For example, the salvage yard robberies, right? That's a new way of doing robberies. They made it so you can only do one. Once you've done them for the week, you can't do them anymore. People are like, why are they doing this? It's genuinely, in my opinion, because they're testing out new ways to do things to see what the audience likes and what they don't like. There's so many DLCs we've got recently that are just different in ways that we're like, wait, why is it like this? just more recently with the latest DLC. With the FIB files, they have 1 now that you do once a week, but then 3 that you can do more often. They tried with the salvage yard doing all 4 of them in a week. People didn't like it. So they've been like, okay, how about we give them 3, but then 1 of them pays more, that you can do only 1 a week. It's all just things that they're testing to see the audience reaction. And that's genuinely how I think all of these DLCs have been especially the last year, but the last 2 years. We're not going to get anything new and groundbreaking. That's going to be held off until 6. But we are going to get a lot of things that just seem out of place or seem kind of weird. But it's just them, once again, testing the audience reaction on these new things and how these new businesses work. So what do we have coming? What is coming? What is guaranteed that we know is coming that we have between now and GTA 6? And also, what other DLCs could we possibly get? Well, as part of the drip feed for the Agents of Sabotage DLC, Oscar Guzman is returning, and it's going to be the Mackenzie Field Hangar. I've made a video on this. I'll leave it linked in the description if you want to check out everything about this new upcoming DLC. You've seen some footage up on screen right now. You've probably seen it a little bit here in this video. And people are saying, when is this coming? When is this coming? This is exactly the same as like when we had the Chop Shop DLC, and then it came with the drip feed of the Cluckenbell Farm Raid. And I think people forget. I think people thought that maybe that the Cluckenbell Farm Raid came really close to the Chop Shop, but it actually wasn't. So I assume, I can only predict that this new airfield is going to come in similar time as the Cluckenbell Farm Raid DLC came. So we can expect this new airfield in March. Right at the beginning of March is when we're most likely going to be getting that second part of this DLC. Now, we will get some drip feed content before that as far as vehicles are concerned, but as far as the actual airfield, I would put money on it. I would guess that it's going to be in March. Now, that leaves us to the point of what is next, okay? So now let's say we've gone through March. What about April, May, June, July, August, September? Well, listen, if GTA 6 is coming out in fall of this year, that could be anywhere from October through December. That means they won't have anything. I'm guessing there's not. I would put money on the fact that we're not getting a winter DLC in GTA 5 Online this year. But what about a summer DLC in August? I mean June. I say August in this a little bit, but I do correct myself, but I mean June. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sadly, I don't have any information on that, but I would assume we are going to get one final hurrah. I do think we are going to get one final DLC from Rockstar Games in August this year. Now, the only thing that makes sense to me, and it would be such a good finale to the entirety of GTA Online, GTA 5 Online, would be a Michael DLC. Everyone's been asking for it. Even Ned himself, I have his picture right up here. Even he is like played into it. But I do genuinely think our final DLC or the final DLC in August, I would assume, I think they would be remiss. I think it would be stupid not to do a Michael DLC in August this year. Just such a good final hurrah to the game. And I think Rockstar would want to squeeze out every little bit of money they can from this game before the 6th one comes out. So I am a believer. I am a believer in a Michael DLC. I genuinely do think we're going to get a Michael DLC in August this year. Hopefully nothing gets leaked. Hopefully Rockstar keeps it like tight sealed and it's a big surprise to us. But I do think that could be the final hurrah. And then I don't think there'll be a December one. I think it'll be a final in August. And then I think from August onwards, it's going to be full swing GTA 6 promotion. I think it's going to, we'll get trailer 2s, we'll get screenshots, we'll get story information. Maybe they'll give us a GTA Online and GTA Online 2 trailer showing us what the online's going to be like. I do genuinely think that's what's going to happen. So let's wrap up here what I think is going to happen this year. We're going to short and sweet wrap this up, and then I want to talk about GTA 6 just a little bit. So what is going to happen between right now and the release of GTA 6? Well, what I think is going to happen is it's going to continue with weekly updates as we've always had. And then in March, I think we're going to get part 2 of the current DLC, which is going to be the new airfield hangar. And I just realized that I said August for the DLC. It's not August, it's June. June is when I think the DLC is going to come out. The Michael DeSanta one that I'm hoping for. So we've got March being the second drip feed of this. Then we have in June, I think we'll get the Michael DeSanta DLC. I think that'll be a massive DLC. I think it'll be a final hurrah. And then after that, I think it's going to go full swing promotion for GTA 6. So as far as GTA Online is concerned, that is what I think we can expect for this year. Now let's move on to GTA 6. So we've all seen the absolute beauty of GTA 6. It looks incredible incredible. If you've played Red Dead Redemption 2, you know how incredible that game is and just how detailed it is. I think GTA 6 is going to be very similar to that. I think there's going to be a lot of cool, like, chance encounters. You know how we get chance encounters? I think there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands of chance encounters. Just things for you to do, just that aren't part of missions, just little side quests. But as far as the game itself, I think the game is going to be massive. I do genuinely think it's going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest release of all time as far as video games are concerned. But we are going to get the story mode first. So we'll have, like, I don't know how long it's going to be until they release online, but we're going to have a long time of the story mode. And I do think even within the story mode, there's going to be like an interactive map or a living, breathing map where certain things will break and collapse and like get destroyed, or like new things will be being built. You know how in GTA 5 Online or GTA 5 in general, we've had buildings that have been under construction since the game launched. I think GTA 6 is going to have things like that, but I think those buildings are going to continuously be built. You're going to see them as scaffolding, and then you're going to see them develop over time. It could be over years, could be over months, but you'll see them get built. And I think there'll also be land. There'll be like derelict land that will end up turning into something. I think things may get destroyed in the game that you'll no longer be able to see. It'll be like an original map. You're like, oh, do you remember when this was here? It's not there anymore. But that's all well and good. We're all excited for GTA 6 to jump in and play it, the story mode. It's going to be fantastic. But let's talk about GTA Online. So I think when GTA 6 Online releases, I do think there's going to be a lot of content. I do think we're going to have a lot of things back to back to back for the first year. There's going to be a lot of new things and exciting things. But what we have to understand, if you've played GTA for a while, you remember what it was like, GTA Online, when it released. And from there until now, there is so much that we've got in this game. And that's how they've kept it relevant. If you're somebody that jumped into GTA Online right now, and you have all of these businesses and all of these cars and all of this stuff you can do in the game, if you were then to go back to like the first year of GTA Online, you'd be like, what the hell is this? There's nothing to do. There's no businesses. There's no way to make money. Like, I'm bored. I've done everything. I've purchased everything. I've got everything. It's going to be like that for 6. It's going to be new and exciting. We're going to have a lot of things, but it took us 11 years to get to the point where we are now in GTA Online, and it's going to be like that for 6. We're not going to have all the ways to make money that we have right now in GTA 5 Online. It's going to be drip-feeded over the years. That is the only way that they can keep it relevant. So I do think, just like GTA Online is right now, we may get 2 or 3 DLCs a year for GTA 6, which, by the way, I'm very happy for. I don't want to get everything right away on release. But there is going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, GTA 6, this is awful. GTA 5 Online is so much better. There's so much more stuff to do. That's just how it is. That's how it's going to be. That's the only way they're going to be able to keep this game. If they want it to go on like GTA 5 has for 10 years, they're going to have to bring things out every year. Now, I do think they're going to have a lot of things in mind. I do think they're going to have map expansions and things that are planned 5 years in advance, but we're not going to get it all right off the bat. So don't expect Oppressor Mark IIs flying around. Don't expect easy ways to travel around the map either. I don't think we're going to have, you know, super easy ways to travel. Just like Red Dead Redemption, they want you to travel and traverse and go throughout the map. They don't want you to be able to jump on an Oppressor and fly all the way across the map super easily. So as far as GTA 6 is concerned, to round up, it's not going to have anywhere close to the amount of stuff that we have in GTA 5 Online on launch. They just can't do that. But I do think we're going to have so much stuff to do that we're not even going to worry about it. And I think the map expansions and I think in-game events, I've talked about this before, but like how Fortnite really were the ones that created these cool in-game events that you can all be online together and watch things happen in real time in-game. I do think that's going to be a thing in GTA 6. And they could do that multiple times a year. Who knows? But anyway, hopefully I didn't ramble too much. I just wanted to make this video just to talk about it, just to talk about my thoughts and opinions, let you guys know what we have to look forward to this year, and then the possible June DLC. I hope it's Michael DeSanta. I think that would be the smart thing to do. I think that would just wrap up the entire thing perfectly. But I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on all of this in the comments section down below. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you guys as always tomorrow with a brand new video. Goodbye.